Oh boy, it's been a while since we played this one. Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Sea Cards on Nintendo Switch. Let's see, where am I going? I don't know if I'm going down or going up. Here we are. I'll try to commune with the Great Fairy. You possess of iron. You who possesses a body of iron. This will be me. Where is this? This is the world where we great fairies live. A world like the one you live in, yet different. Great fairies? How is it I, who am not an intercessor, can hear your voice? That even I do not know. There have been others like you who have visited this place as escorts in the past, but you are the first my voice has reached. It may be somehow related to the powers within you. Powers within me? There is a great disparity between the worlds in which you and we live. Therefore, you cannot perceive everything. However, I can perceive the light from the powers each of you possesses, and from you I feel a light not found in other mechanoids I have encountered thus far. Apparently I'm one of a number of advanced mechanoids. Can that be the reason? This is the first time I have heard of such mechanoids. You, whose body is made of iron, tell me what you know. Understood. Apparently I have a long story. There are two others like yourself, are there? It is difficult to perceive your powers in comparison to humans, given you do not have a life force. However, by having met you, I should be able to sense your powers much better than before. There are 4 in this world with powers like your own. 4? You are one of them. Among the remaining 3, 2 are together. I sense incredibly strong powers coming from one of this pair. And this is the most important. Excluding yourself, the other 3 are consumed by hatred. Therefore, in the not-so-distant future, they may seek to destroy the world. You stated you were created as a mechanoid that excels in battle, did you not? Your powers may be to protect the humans and save these 3 from the hatred they bear. I see. I came here today thinking to gain some clues in order to know more about who I am. I still don't fully understand what you mean either, but I learned much more than I imagined. I would like to compensate you now. I merely told you what I was able to sense. Payment is unnecessary. However... Very well, then ask you vow to use your powers to protect the humans. As they need our powers, we also cannot live without their existence. Originally, I never had the intent to harm any humans, so I'll do as you suggest. I pray you will find what you seek in your travels. Are you okay, Izen? You were off in a daze. Oh, Izen, I think. Yeah. Is this where I've been? Yes, the whole time. Until just a moment ago, I was speaking with the Great Fairy here. What? I also heard about you from the time-lost fairy. Izen, just to be sure, could I ask you to tell me what you were told? Sure. Is that so? Your importance and the warnings about those who seek to destroy the world isn't much different from what I was told. It sounds like what you said about communing with the time-lost fairy is true. That's what that was then. I thought I heard a voice or something like that. That was the Great Fairy, huh? You heard it too? Yes, but... To think I would meet one with sufficient powers to become an intercessor, and one with the potential to be so. What a wonderful day this has turned out to be. Izen, Luca, I would love for you to work towards becoming an intercessor, starting in right now. I must decline. I'm busy with my own research at the moment. Of course you are, especially Izen, who may have to fight to protect us humans from now on. Then when things settle down, please reconsider it. I'll be waiting to hear from you anytime. That also goes for you too, Luca. Right. What do you say we return to town? About that, there's also one thing I would like to request of you all. I came here on a request from those in town to try to find out from the Time Lost Fairy about where a woman who has gone missing is. Regarding the same woman, it would seem she was abducted by a group of thieves we have been having problems with lately, and is being held here. After our conversation, I had planned to report it to the guild. I have someone search for her, but knowing she's here, I can't return to town. I know it's outside the scope of your job to escort me, but could I ask you to help me save this poor woman and apprehend her abductors? According to our contract, we're to follow the wishes of the intercessor as much as possible. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm in too. Let's go rescue her right away. Izen, Luca, may I ask you to help too? It shouldn't be a problem. I can't say no to a request like that, so sure, I'll be glad to help. Thank you. It would appear the woman and these thieves could be found further in. Let's hurry. This appears to be as far as we can go, if what the Time Lost Fairy said was correct. These must be the thieves we're looking for. Let's apprehend them. You stay here while we handle this. Okay. Huh? Boss! Keep calm. What business do you have here with us? We're here looking for some thieves. They've been said to be hiding out in these parts. Would you happen to know anything about that? Never heard of anything like it. Then I guess you won't mind if we see what's inside these crates, will you? Of course not. Be my guest. Blah. Sorry, but we saw through your little plan. Come on, boys. It's time we shut them up permanently. This is gonna be fun. Unbelievable. Do you have any recollection of being in Goldora? What? If you don't, then good. What's Goldora? Don't worry about it. It's safe to come out now. I'm surprised how strong you all are. You took care of them in a matter of minutes. Now you know my greatness is not just my brains. There are mechanoid parts inside. These are also what they were wearing back at the Colossus Shoe. As proof that these are the thieves we've been looking for. We'll be taking them in along with all their ill-gotten goods. Understood. I don't see the woman who was abducted by them. I was sure she would have been in the same place. I sensed somebody. Perhaps they're behind that large boulder. That rock looks mighty heavy. I don't think Izen could move it even if he wanted to. Wow, this turned out to be surprisingly light. What on earth? In fact, there's our abductee. She appears to be unconscious but unharmed. Glad to hear it. Could that boulder really be lighter than it looks? Not. It's exactly like it looks. Is she a mechanoid? No, she's human, all right, but with extraordinary strength. There you go again with your jokes, Izen. Smacks him on the shoulder. That's right, I forgot she's super strong. Did he really just... Huh? It looks like Izen took off again. Oh well, I guess it'll have to be just us who gathers up all these stolen goods. Yeah. I see you finally came back. What were you doing all this time? Getting up from where you socked me. Do you ever stop joking, Izen? Oh, Izen. Have we finished gathering everything here and tied up... we have finished gathering everything here and tied up our culprits, so let's head back to town. It's fine by me, but... What are these? They both look like your battle augmentation chip. Do you think they could be data chips like the ones the Memoria mentioned? If we take them back there, we might be able to learn something about them. What are you doing? Would it be alright for me to hold on to these? It's a possibility they're stolen. And with them having been found here, the rule is to hand them over to the guild first. I see your reasoning. Then let's return to Malachite Town. I don't think there is. But you never know. We won't usually hide something in the boss room, but it's always the first time. Further down. I'll take my leave now. Thank you for your help. I'll make a report to the guild headquarters about what the time-lost fairy said concerning you and these 3 other mechanoids, Izen. As for you, Luca, I hope to hear from the both of you about becoming intercessors. You all did a fine job. Thanks to you, we were able to apprehend this bunch of thieves without incident. Lastly, we... What was that? Well, well, what do we have here? Someone able to deflect one of my shots. Ah! I see you're like me. Who are you? Answer my question first. Are you P82-B1A, or are you C27-05? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hi, Izen. Well, I'd love to talk some more. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. I'll just finish what I came here to do. You're the guild branch manager, I assume. What's going to happen to these criminals? I can't say for sure at this point. Yikes! I don't expect you to tell me what you know. While their crimes are all misdemeanors, given the sheer number of them, I expect they'll be punished under instructions from the guild headquarters. Your headquarters? Then I don't expect they'll do... Then I don't expect they'll do a suitable job. Are you okay with that, boss? For now. We're good to go. Excellent. Hey, it was Izen, wasn't it? We're known as Liberatus. I suspect we'll meet again sooner or later. Everybody, withdraw. Are you okay, Izen? Excuse me. I'm fine. How about yourself? They only pointed their weapons at me, so I wasn't hurt. Speaking of Liberatus, they're the bunch of criminals who've been active in recent days on the continent. They're mostly made up of mechanoids, and I've also received reports of them attacking either the rich or collectors to steal mechanoid parts. Huh? The parts we seized from these thieves are gone. We've been had. Liberatus. That mechanoid they call their boss. Do you think he's one of the 3 advanced mechanoids like you, Izen? He sure looked the part, and he spoke fluently too. It's definitely possible if you ask me. He may also be one of the time-lost fairy. He may also be one of those the time-lost fairy was talking about that seeks to destroy the world. I've made up my mind. I'm going after them. The branch manager mentioned there were a bunch of criminals. They've got to be dangerous. I realize that. However, by going after them, I should be able to find even bigger clues about who I am. I believe so too. Well, I guess it's a little late to be worrying about danger now, isn't it? Fine, I'll stick with you. And there's the fact my interest in Izen just keeps growing. I'll also join you. I'm looking for some mechanoids that attacked the town where my friend lives. Until now, I've been looking for anybody who seems suspicious, but Liberatus looks the most plausible they could be connected. Oh, I see now. So that's why you've been watching Izen so suspiciously. Call it observing. I apologize for my behavior thus far. After our travels together, I've become convinced you're not the type who'd be involved in evil. I guess it's companions from now on, Izen. The same for yourself, Gantz. Isn't this wonderful? We're all getting along now? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. But the artifacts you reported, I was able to confirm neither of them were stolen, so I'll return them to you. You can thank getting 2 data ships at the same time, like this, on account of my daily good deeds. Be grateful to me for that. There appears to be a combination of letters and numbers on the sides of them. They do look alike, but we should be able to differentiate between them with these, shouldn't we? Let's call this one E651 and the other EF81. Don't ignore me. While you were checking on these, we decided to pursue Liberatus. If you have any other information on them, we'd appreciate anything you could tell us. So them, huh? Then I suggest you visit the guild headquarters on the mainland. They're overseeing the investigation into them, as that's where the most damage has been happening. The mainland, huh? We'll need a ship then. If you'd like, I can have one ready for you. Wouldn't that be too much trouble? Not at all. I'll use a ship to transport part of the stolen goods back to our headquarters, so my only condition is that you help make sure they get there. We can do that. This really helps a lot. The ship should be ready to set sail sometime today, so please speak with one of the sailors down at the dock later. What are those data ships artifacts for? You mentioned something called a memoria in conjunction with them. There's something I may be able to gain information regarding myself from. We can use them on the said artifact at the heart of the Colossus shoe. I see. In any case, we're stuck here until the guild finishes getting that ship ready, so let's stop by this place you mentioned. What a bind I found myself in. What to do? Did something happen? What? Can you see me? Yes, just fine, as a matter of fact. Is this my lucky day or what? Then maybe I should ask for your help. I'm about ready to have a tea party with some friends, but I'm short on polka dot plums I usually serve. That's what I would like you to find for me. Have you ever heard of polka dot plums before? They're red and green with yellow spots. I also might add they're also delectable and juicy. I've never heard of them before, but I do recall seeing some fruit like that growing near Time Lost Falls. Those are them. You can get them from the acorn squirrels there. I would like 2 of them, please. What should we do, Izen? We're on it. We'll find some for you. Yay! But what would you like to, for a reward? I can't give you any of my life force. Please don't worry about it. We only want to help. Really? Then I won't hesitate to ask you to find some for me. You can get polka dot plums from acorn squirrels near Time Slot Falls. Please bring me back 2 of them. I'm counting on you all. 2 plums. Anybody else need anything? Check just in case. Don't do that. Hold on a sec while I install something here. This and this and this got together like this and this. Here it is, all done. What's that supposed to be? I'm glad you asked. This is called a Memoria Direct Transporter. That's an uninspired name if ever I heard of one. Can it you? Just by stepping on this, we'll be warped right near where the Memoria is. How convenient. It sure is. I have to agree myself. I'd like you to do the same thing for us in other places we visit. Sorry, but you're out of luck with that. When I dismantled a broken control box here earlier, I got a hold of some spare parts, but now I'm out. Figuring we'd probably come through here again, I thought it'd be best to create this here. I should also mention that this transport only works one way. You'll have to use your warp magic on the way out, Clara. I'll remember that. Alright, let's hurry and put your transporter to use. I've encountered several kinds of artifacts in my travels, but this is the first time I've seen one shaped like this. Prepare to be even more surprised. Let's begin. Registered Mechanoid F26E4. Access confirmed. Activating terminal. This thing talks? Is it a mechanoid? Probably not. It doesn't appear to be able to move on its own. On top of that, rather than being able to converse with us, it seems only to react to set phrases, which means it doesn't have a mind of its own. I see. So what do we do with it? You put data chips into this slot. Insert data chip E651 into Memoria. Data chip insertion confirmed. Number E651. Loading complete. Would you like to view the data? Yes. Command to view data confirmed. All information will be displayed on the monitor. Text is being displayed on that glass plate. Tristan? Is that somebody's name? Text is popping up like crazy. Well, given this is an artifact from probably nearly 340 years ago, we can't help it if it doesn't run perfectly. It looks like the only thing we can do is read the parts we understand. Tristan seems to be a human male name who was researching something. Iron Knights and Iron Candles. What do these mean? Like I thought, you're all simpletons. Leave this to the genius standing in front of you. Yes, I see. It appears these Iron Knights refer to advanced mechanoids and Iron Cradles refers to their factories. Does it mean these are their real names? Tristan may be his real name. Considering the information came from an artifact, the chances seems more likely. What's more, given he was researching something, it may indeed mean he's the person who created the mechanoids and these factories. The human who created mechanoids, and me. Izen, we have one more. Let's take a look at it. Good idea. Remove data chip E61 from Memoria and inserted data chip EF81. Data chip insertion confirmed. Number EF81. Loading complete. Would you like to view the data? Yes, please. Command to view data confirmed. All information will be displayed on the monitor. This time there are lots of numbers. Seeing as their coordinates, they're pointing to somewhere in the world, aren't they? Luca, what are these coordinates? Even I don't know that. Hey, don't look at me like that. I only research things I'm interested in. You can't honestly expect me to know everything. Perhaps they're the locations of factories. Are you sure about that? For someone used to traveling like myself, it's only natural to be familiar with things like this. If you compare them with your current map, you'll see. The coordinates at the top are the Colossus Shoe. Fifth down is the Greed Swamp on the far west of the mainland, but there are also quite a few even I don't know. If coordinates for all the factories in the world are listed, this information would be the envy of all those who makes money off artifacts. It sounds like we could sell it for a lot. Don't tell me you're even considering it, Luca. Don't worry, I have no intention of selling it. Not yet, anyway. Keep it under lock and key, Izen. Understood. You really don't trust me, do you? Are these the only data chips we have? Yes. And regarding this Tristan, let's request an inquiry into his background when we get to the guild headquarters. Even if they can't get any detailed information, they should be able to tell us whether they have any or not. That sounds like a plan. It looks like we got done here quicker than I thought we would. We can bet the guild's probably not finished getting that ship ready. Then would it be okay to swing back by Yuki Village for a bit? Once we cross over to the mainland, we won't be able to return easily. That's why I would like to let my dad know where we'll be headed next. This shouldn't be a problem. Mechanoids, advance! Mechanoids? That's rare to see so many. Hand over Iron Knight F26E4. Iron Knight? I'm sorry, we have no idea what you're talking about. Is this your first time coming to the village? Then let's register you as a resident. Target's determined to be interfering in search. Eliminate nuisances. Whoa! Jonas! Hand over Iron Knight F26E4. Help! Ah! Hey, what in the world's going on here? At any rate, let's just stop them, punker. Understood. Stand by, EM788. Hand over Iron Knight F26E4. I don't know who you're talking about. Stop at this instant. He already told you he doesn't know anything. Stay away, Charlotte. Whoa. Ah, no, Owen! Owen! You idiot. Hurry and run. Izen. The target was not located here either. Memory Bank 001's reaction listed as malfunction. Search cancelled. Withdraw. How rare to run travelers out here. Would you happen to be familiar with shards? By equipping them, you can have fairies help you during battle. They really come in handy, so if you ever come across them, I suggest using some. During the party's adventures, they will obtain different types of shards. Fairies reside in these, and when using skills in battle, with them equipped, they will support the characters using them in random ways. Depending on the rarity of the shard, the types of support effects will increase. In addition, by equipping a shard, fairy charges and fairy bursts can be used in the skill menu. Fairy charges restore 2 ion cells. However, damage received is increased by 50% until the charge's next turn, or the character's next turn. Fairy bursts consume 4 ion cells and use either attack or support skills. The type of skill that is differs according to the shard itself. Because fairy bursts require a massive amount of energy to use, support effects are not triggered. Now be careful out there. Forest first? Was it here or was it someplace else? Let's be back over there. Let's do that sub-quest first. I don't know if I'll be able to do it if we keep going. request. A fairy tea party clear. A reward is ready to be taken in the menu. That's right, you don't have to go back to the quest giver in this game. Oh, convenient. I prefer this, than having to slug back to the quest giver every single time you get a new quest. Oh, excuse me. It's rather quiet here, isn't it? What do you expect from a podunk village? Don't be so rude. That last sentence goes for you, too. But it certainly is quiet. Normally it's more... What's this? Are you back already? Owen, that injury. What happened to you? Oh, this? A little earlier, a bunch of mechanoids came in. Well, you get the picture. They were looking for somebody called Iron Knight F26E4. Whoever that's supposed to be. They marched in and thrashed us good. It was nuts. Iron Knight. Did you say F26E4? Sure did. Do you know something? To tell you the truth, F26E4 is my real name. Hi, Izen. So, it was about you, was it? I see. Owen, Izen is... Don't be an idiot and get all worked up like that. Even if I knew, I wouldn't have told them. Like I'd ever sell out a companion to a violent bunch like that. Of course, neither would your dad nor Charlotte. We all feel the same about Izen. Owen. But rather than that, go see your dad. He took a good beating himself. My dad did? Okay. It's not common to see so many people injured. Maybe this is the perfect opportunity to try out the new potion I've been developing. Do you intend to use the villagers as test subjects? Of course I'm only kidding. Leave everything to me. Izen, keep an eye on Luca. Or I'll keep an eye on Luca. I'm sorry about all this. Why? What do you need to apologize for? The one who attacked the village were looking for me. So what? Whether you were here or not, we would have done the same. Or rather, the fact that nothing happened to you, result-wise, is much better. Owen. Don't get me wrong here. It's just if something happened to you, Clara would be devastated. But rather than that, did you learn anything? My real name is F26E4, and according to the Great Fairy, my powers may be to protect humans from the ones who seek to destroy this world. I also obtained a number of other clues. The Great Fairy said that? This is getting even bigger than I thought. But, well, good work for such a short time. Anyway, if that's the case, quit acting so down about things. It drives me nuts seeing you not your normal self. I'll try. We're lucky those were the only... we're lucky those here were only lightly injured. Still, who are those mechanoids that attacked the village? From what I learned, it sounded to be a group that was well marshaled. To top it off, they were also able to immobilize Clunker with a simple command. I have never heard of anyone being able to do something like that. A well-marshaled group of mechanoids. The Baratas. You think so too? Except before, they showed no indication they knew your real name, Izen. We shouldn't rely on that reaction. They could have just as easily been playing dumb. If they came to the conclusion you weren't here, then they shouldn't return again for a while. Let's cross over to the mainland. I'm sure the ship would be ready by now. You're right. Let's return to Malkatan and look for a sailor down by the dock. The time-lost fairy said my powers may exist in order to protect humans. However, like Clunker, if I was created to follow someone's orders, these powers could be used to... Is that possible? Then they could even be used to harm Clara? What's the matter, Izen? Clara. I want to protect you. Izen. I feel the same way about you too. Now let's go. Luca will get impatient if we keep her waiting any longer. Understood. Oh, any more quests? Let me see. Just in case. I wonder what pranks I should play today. Yeah, I forgot the fairies are runts in this game. I know, it's kind of hard to keep up with Chemical since they've been releasing so many of their mobile games onto the Switch. I mean, it makes sense. It's a mobile chipset, so they're much easier to port. Oh, I heard about you from the branch chief. If you're needing a ride, I have a ship ready to hoist anchor. Ready to set sail. Alright then, climb aboard. Is this where we'll find the guild headquarters? It's definitely a lot bigger than Malkite Town. Calcedo City is the largest and most prosperous settlement in the world. Where's the guild headquarters? I've come here before, so it will leave being a guide to me. It's this way. Guild headquarters are this way. I was just trying to help you save face. It's not like I didn't know where I was going. You don't believe me, do you? Let's go. Oh, that's right. Alright, why don't we stop it there. This is audap. You've been watching Sea Carts on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.